There we go. That's gonna hurt me.
Was it worth it?
No, it was not. Hey everyone, it's your boy Zero.
And I'm Nanners.
And we're back with episode 10 of our Crash 4 Let's Play. I hate myself.
I don't know why Zero sounds so mad. I'm happy. I got cake. I'm just gonna chill here and eat cake for this episode.
Yeah,
For no particular reason, which we will now not explain.
indeed. So, we forgot to play this level over here. No Dillo Dallying. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, start with that level, and just, play it. And sit here and self-loathe and hate my existence.
Yes, I agree with the villain from Inspector Gadget.
I will get you, Gadget.
Oh man, see, when you do that a lot, I feel like that's gonna wear out your vocal cords.
It likely will. It likely will. That's why I've been trying not to do it as often.
Anytime you have to do one really difficult thing for a really long time, it's gonna wear you out. So that goes double for vocals.
Christ almighty. Alright, so playing as Dillo Dallying, mentioned him before. He was a villain in the Crash games beforehand. And I'm loving how he controls now.
I just like that we get a character in this game with kind of a shotgun type thing.
Oh,
Was that a good idea or a bad idea?
it was the best of ideas.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Also, I goofed. But yes,
You sure did.
look at that. I'm just breezing through like a boss. So yeah, how have you been, Nanas? What have you been up to, my brethren?
Well, I actually kind of got into asking other people to bake for me, because I can't be bothered to learn how to do that shit. But no, I've been kind of encouraged. I've been kind of trying to see if we can have some home cooking at home, regarding baking, and it's been kind of cool. We did carrot cake. It's been my favorite so far. We did blueberry muffin kind of cake. We did lemon cake.
Oh, I love blueberry muffins. Jesus.
The only thing left that I really want to go for is banana bread. To me, my all-time childhood favorite cakes were banana bread and carrot cake.
You see, I love carrot cakes, but not because my mother baked them when I was a child. I liked them because, oh, there's a TNT barrel there. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
So I liked them because in my elementary school, I would very often be part of the after-school programs because my mom decided that was a good idea back then.
Dude.
And, huh?
No, keep going.
No, because you were saying, dude, I'm like, what, you too? So, yeah, I guess our moms think similarly. Crap. What was I gonna do? What was I supposed to do?
I distracted you. I just ruined the episode. Oh,
no,
nice.
you didn't. I just,
Saved it.
yeah.
Very good.
Where there's a will, there's a way. And right now I have the will of an ox and the constitution of a chicken.
So I picked up a chicken recently.
No,
Shit, you're
so
not.
I was saying that, oh! I goofed.
I love that the gun survives.
Anyway, I'm supposed to hit it with something. It's supposed to be this. That's why there's this
You're
here.
talking about after-school programs and cake.
Yeah, during after-school programs, they usually give us a snack because it would start around after 3 o'clock. That's, when my elementary school ended, obviously. And usually the snacks would be a carton of milk or carton of milk and cookies, or it would be some other sort of sweet, like maybe some chips or some candy or whatever. And
the nutritious stuff.
yeah, exactly. The kind of shit that kids need so they grow up big and strong and also get fucked up teeth. And one of the things I loved the most were these carrot cake mini things that they gave us. Like they like little mini squares of carrot cake that came wrapped in plastic.
Yeah.
Not like homemade stuff. I'm talking about like the factory made shit.
And it was kind of like wet.
Yeah, it was.
Usually.
Yeah, it was usually pretty moist, so it wasn't dry or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember tasting it for the first time, getting those little bits of carrot in there, and I just said to myself, "Wow, this is delicious! I love how it tastes. A carrot cake is a favorite cake of mine now."
Yeah. So the reason I said dude was the fact that you started responding to my story about how like, well, you know, I didn't have home cooked carrot cake, and that's the reason, and not therefore that's the reason why I like it so much. And I'm like, no, I don't. It's not my favorite because of being home cooked. It's actually for the exact same reason. Because when I was no, seriously, when I was in elementary school, I had to stay late a lot because it was kind of like if your parents came to pick you up on time, you know, they just take you home. That's about it. But there were some days where, and for me it was for a while, like it, you know, there was quite a few days when that happened. Neither of my parents could pick me up. So what ended up happening was I had to stay late, and they just leave you in the cafeteria with some, you know, I guess they give you like a thing to do or whatever, and they always gave you. Sometimes it was these kind of like slushy pops. Sometimes it was milk. Sometimes it was other stuff. But yeah, carrot cake and banana bread were
Oh wow!
yeah, carrot cake and banana bread were like a staple. And to me, it's really nostalgic. And I think that's where I developed a taste for it. Is just those sessions waiting for my parents at school.
Dude,
So-
that's very interesting. I mean, for me, it wasn't always that my parents couldn't pick me up. It was more like my mother thought that my brother and I can get something out of
After school.
after school programs. And the
Yeah.
thing is, we kind of did. There were times where we could ask for help with homework. There were times where we learned a new sport or skill. And it's something that I find very unfortunate that a lot of kids these days won't be able to experience. Because after school programs have been cut. Obviously, not just because of the pandemic, but even before that. Just no money for schools.
Dude, I completely agree with you. And you actually just reminded me, one of the things that I really liked about after school was when I got to learn stuff that the other students didn't get to, and then I came in the next day and I was ahead because like you said, you could ask for help on homework and then be like, oh, I like understand this better. Yeah, no, after school programs are great. And again, for whatever reason, just I guess it's a New York thing, a New York public school thing, but like it was always banana bread or carrot cake. One of them was on the table, and it was nice. And and again, super shiny, super moist.
Yeah.
And it came in like plastic wrap. It's great. I never really cared for carrot cake until I suddenly just got that kind of like nostalgia taste for it, and we've been making a lot since. You just got to make sure to put raisins in there and walnuts. That's what really makes the carrot cake the carrot cake. Besides, obviously, the carrot. But like raisins and walnuts, they do the trick. Also, sometimes when you get a carrot cake, it'll have like a glaze on it or a frosting on it.
Yes.
Yeah, the frosting is really nice. But if you don't have that, you can make it. It's pretty simple to make. I think it's like just a little bit of butter whipped up with milk or something like that. But if you don't have that and you have cream cheese and you have milk, just mix it for like 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Mix it for like a minute, and you basically have the frosting.
Exactly. I was gonna say a good carrot cake will have like a sort of cream cheese based frosting on it, which will give it that sweet note and then also that sort of tangy note as well from the cream cheese, and that just that is peak right there. So so I'm gonna mention this now because a lot of keen-eyed players will probably see this and think, wait a minute, I thought we were getting a brand new episode, and you are. Here's the problem though. My moronic ass forgot to hit the record button, and we filmed 2 episodes and no footage. So in order to make this special, I'm gonna play the inverted versions of the levels we beat already.
Oh shit.
Yes, just to make this a little bit interesting. So you guys still get the level, you still get our commentary, and we see something different, and you guys see something different too.
Dude, that's awesome. Way to bring it back. Way to turn the mistake around. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
just sitting here eating cake.
And you're just sitting down eating cake, thinking back to those days in elementary school where they would just give you snacks and you learn shit. And here I am thinking of shit and also reminiscing at the same time. So
I think I actually saw somebody stream this recently, and I remember commenting on the this filter that we have right now with the comic type of stuff.
Yep.
So go ahead, hate me in the comments. I think that this filter is a cool idea, and it definitely looks nice if you're just playing it by yourself. But in terms of recording or streaming, this thing is very, very bad for bitrate.
Oh yeah.
Because there's so many tiny particles everywhere that when you have a lot of tiny particles, it might as well just be like a storm. It's just all like mixing together and nasty, pixely, blocky, choppy. But I'm sure this looks fantastic for Zero, who's actually playing this on his end.
Yo, I didn't even think of it.
Yeah.
Because yeah, so for those who still don't know, we're not in the same room. There's still a pandemic.
What?
Yeah,
we're not in the same room?
No, we're not.
Right,
Oh,
so
fuck.
I just imagined the last hour of my life. Holy crap.
So no, we're playing through Share Play on the PS4, an amazing thing that I'm so glad we have access to.
Of course.
Kind of saved our channel, actually.
Yeah, 100%. And actually, if I could interject real quick, we're working on having a guest on who's also going to be able to be here because of Share Play. It won't be PlayStation's Share Play because we won't be able to do 3 players with that, if I'm not mistaken. But we will have Share Play in some capacity. It's actually a real shame because he specifically asked for, when I asked him, like, what would he like to kind of play with us, he specifically asked for a 3D modern platformer. And I'm like, dude, Crash 4, that's perfect. But unfortunately, with PlayStation, as nice as it is, it's only limited to 2 people. So you can't have 3 people, unfortunately.
I mean, there is sort of a way to do it, and I know that there is because I did this before. So back before TooStupidGamerz, me, AJ, and the crew wanted to see each other play certain games. So one of the games they wanted to see me play was Job Simulator, and the best way I could do that, since we couldn't do it through Share Play, was to stream it. So I streamed it, they watched it, and we all had fun. The problem is, it won't be 100% live, because there's always a delay.
Live. Yeah, it also has to be streamed too, and usually when we record our episodes, we don't stream them. We kind of we do that, and we just do everything in post.
Oh god, I keep making this mistake.
Yeah.
No, and I agree. I prefer doing things in post anyway because you have better control.
But thankfully, Steam has followed suit, and they allow you to do Share Play. And because it's a Steam game, I could just share my footage on Discord as well if we can't get 3 people in on that. So, I mean, technically, I could share my footage here too, but I think it's a little bit more tricky this way.
It probably will be. One way or another, we'll figure it out. Right now, Steam just seems like the easiest choice.
Yeah. Yeah, at some point, I mean, again, Share Play seems like fairly new technology, so at some point, I'm sure they'll make it better. And there's definitely nothing to complain about here, but it really would be nice if they added like more than 1 person to that. There's also, for anybody out there that's like really into gaming online with people and maybe trying to play something that you wouldn't expect you could game, there's a website called Parsec, and you could use that to pretty much stream anything, gaming wise.
Really?
So, yeah. I mean stream, like Share Play together. A lot of people in the fighting game community had been using that because the online servers for fighting games most of the time are not good enough for them.
Trash. They're trash.
Yeah, and
let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, and apparent except Guilty Gear apparently, but yeah, apparently Parsec was so good that it was good enough for fighting game people, and you guys probably all know how fighting game people are with, in terms of lag and stuff like that and connection.
God.
So, you know, if it's good enough for them, could you have ducked?
Actually, I wasn't even supposed to activate the time warp. I just goofed there because if I hadn't activated it, I would have been able to get through it no problem. That was my that was my issue there.
My bad. It's all right. I mean, you're playing this invert. Can you not turn off the comic book filter? Is that not possible?
I can't. It's a part of the level.
Oh, okay.
So the thing about the inverted levels is that they're made to look different, and they're also completely flipped from left to right. Oh, I missed it again. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we made it here. Cool. So they're made to feel different. Even the Wampa fruit, they're not even Wampa fruits anymore. Like you see, they're different.
They're not. However, if they're gonna flip it, why didn't they flip the text on TNT and Nitro? They should have done that.
I agree, but I think they did that as a conscious choice. Like they just wanted it to be legible no matter what.
Yeah, but I mean, if you've played a bunch of Crash, you already know what a TNT crate looks like and what a Nitro crate looks like.
You're not wrong.
If you played Crash, you know what a Nitro crate looks like.
Basically, red is sort of safe. Green, you don't fucking touch.
Pretty much.
All right, come on, I can do this. There we go. That's gonna hurt me.
Was it worth it?
No, it was not.
Oh, they look like little. They look like little blackberries.
They do, don't they?
Except they're very purple. Blackberries are obviously black.
Oh!
Are there? Oh, wait. Or are there purple raspberries or blue raspberries?
Well, to my knowledge, there is no such thing as a blue raspberry, really. Even though there are flavors called blue raspberry.
I'm looking this up.
I think the only reason why some candies or flavors are called blue raspberry is to not make it red. Because usually people think of red and they say, oh, cherry or freaking strawberry.
No, apparently there is a thing.
Really?
Apparently there's also golden raspberries, orange raspberries, and then yeah, there's the raspberries that are blue. But they're not like really, really blue. They're basically like dark purple.
Huh. Well,
yeah. But I do know what you mean, because the second I asked that question, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm probably thinking of all of the candy that, or like anything that comes in a blue raspberry flavor. I'm like, yeah, you're right. They probably just did it for that reason.
Like as a kid, that's what I kind of thought, because there's usually not really blue fruit except for maybe blueberry that looks sort of blue, but when second you open it, it's freaking purple.
Purple, yeah. It's a lie. It's always been a lie.
It's a lie, I tell you.
Man, I'm now realizing that these are inverted too.
Yep, it's the other way around.
And you lost all your blueberries.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. That's a tough one, and I'm trying to get through.
Yeah. Yeah, I would not advise bonus levels when we're trying to make up for lost time.
Yeah, like, and here's the worst part. Like, we had some really good dialogue, too, and I'm just like, man, I hate myself.
Guys, you just had to be there. You just had to be there. It was literally, think of the best YouTube channel that you like to watch on. It was 10 times better than that. It makes that look like two old guys farting. So sorry you missed it. No, it sucks. But hey, at the at the very least, my friend, at least you didn't stream it.
Well, if I had streamed it, at the very least, we would have still had it. We'd
Now
still
you
have
say
the footage.
that, you say that, but I still have not released that bonus accidental aborted episode. I don't even know if I have the dialogue from. I think I do. I think the problem was that when I streamed it, it ended up being only your audio for some reason, but not my microphone.
Anyway, everyone, thank you for tuning in and watching. We wish you could have been there for the lost episodes that we did.
Lost to the vault, except not even to the vault. It's just forever lost.
Yeah. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you slap that like button. Let us know of any ridiculous mistakes that you hate yourself for down in the comments as well. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. And eat plenty of cake. Don't forget to do that.
That's right.
Definitely eat lots of cake.
Get some carrot cake. I'm probably going to order some carrot cake one day. Anyway, till next time, guys.
All right. Bye, everybody.